Everything is going wrong for the Padres as a string of horrible games, misfortunate events have led fans to be very concerned, upset, slightly pissed off, and other negative things. Let's talk about it. Hi, welcome back to another episode of Padres Digest with your host, Andrew. Today, first of all, please apply if you have not. I guess I can just plug it right now real quick. If you guys love sports, love talking about sports, love writing sports, and you want to join the Digest Media team, please apply in the link in the description. You can work with us, work with my really cool bosses, and you can talk about sports that you love. Whether it's, MLS, you like San Diego FC, we don't have one of those yet. Whether it's some random hockey team I've never heard of, why not? Have fun. Okay, you know what's not fun, though? All the dooming that we have to do right now. So I want to start by saying this. I'm not giving up on the season. I'm not giving up on these players. I'm not giving up. I'm just a little upset right now. And what better way to vent my frustration through a Padres Digest video where instead of dooming myself, I can read you guys dooming in the comment section and on Reddit and on Twitter. So I'm joining in on the fun. Is it fun to doom? I guess we'll find out. Okay, so let's start with this, right? So I talked about yesterday's video about his injury, but I didn't know what it was yet. And then we found out after I posted it, and I put an update in the comment section. But for sure, we all now know that it is a quad tendon rupture, which sucks. And it sucks a lot because he hasn't had the MRI yet as of the recording, which is like 8 o'clock Pacific time. What's today? Monday. Happy Labor Day. But it's going to be like 6 to 9 months. So if you were curious, that means no more him this year and maybe no more him for a couple of months. What's 6 months from now? I'll let you guys do the math. But yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. And like, we have so many good bullpen arms that like, it's not like the biggest crushing blow humanly possible, but he has been literally one of the best relievers in the entire league. Like top 5 at least. Losing a top 5 reliever, even if we have the number 1 bullpen in the league, hurts like hell. And especially because David Morgan, who we were super like sure about for a while, has kind of pitched very okay recently, and now we're kind of unsure. And now that Sean Reynolds is back, we haven't seen him pitch yet, but like he's been good before. I don't know. Like we still have it. Like we still have it, everything in grasp for the bullpen, but it sucks. It absolutely sucks. I fear things are starting to go from a little off to bad very quickly for the Padres. So from a Xander Bogaerts foot fracture to Tatis being scratched with lower half tightness. Still no word about that for sure yet, but hopefully not an IL stint. And now Jason Adam, who is part of the Padres' biggest strength, just a disastrous few days. So let's recap everything. Jason Adam goes down. Bogaerts' season over. Tatis injured. Merrill still recovering from injury. Cease never became Cease. No fan base has it worse. I don't agree with that, but I'm going to say it anyways because we're dooming. We literally have it worse. I don't care about you Rockies fans. We have it worse. At least you guys, no, you haven't. I was going to say, at least you guys have won a World Series, but you haven't. But we still have it worse. Screw you. But more in-depth look at it. King, injured, and no guarantee that he's going to look the same kind of King we hoped for. I made a video about that last week, I think. Cease, broken. Darvish, not as broken, but not as good as he used to be. Arraez, broken. Good game yesterday. Hopefully they keep it number 1. They won't keep him up number 1, but he's broken. Bogaerts injured. Tatis injured. Merrill slumping and injured. Pivetta, JP Sears, and Randy Vasquez for the wild card series. Padres have a shot at a division. Finally have a shot at a division, and this happens. We know who to blame. Forgot we have Nestor. We may be okay. Also, we know who to blame. There's a picture of a Chargers player, Nate Coring. I don't really watch Chargers football, so I'm a Patriots fan. I'm so sorry. But yeah, if that made sense to you, cool. I don't care, but cool. Yeah, it sucks. So here's what's going on. Starters, no longer reliable for the Padres. We used to have reliable starters, and now they're gone. Injuries and fatigue have taken full effect of the team right now. Offense, as always, has been inconsistent. Been like that the entire year, but now that we actually need it to be consistent with the good players that we've acquired, it's inconsistent. There's been some very, very, very questionable managerial decisions from Mike Shildt recently, And honestly, there's just no sense of urgency to move up in these standings. So, starters. We already talked about Dylan Cease. Hello, Jason Adam. I'm so sorry about you. But we've talked about Dylan Cease. He's not been good all year, right? So Pivetta is basically our only good pitcher. King, there's no guarantee that he'll be back to the same kind of King we've loved. And then besides that, it's like, who? You know what I mean? JP Sears, I don't want him pitching in the playoffs unless it's a relief role or like a throw him out because we're losing by 5 runs kind of role. Randy Vasquez, luck merchant, and has kind of run out of luck. Darvish, yes, but what kind of Darvish are we going to get? Like, yes, we're going to use him, but what kind of Darvish are we going to get? Nestor Cortez, like, maybe? Like, he's been good and he's been bad. But I want to show you this. And it's going to make you a little bit upset. This is what Ryan Bergert's done for the Royals as of recently. 5.2, 2 earned runs. 5.2, 2 earned runs. 5.1, 1 earned run. 5.2, 2 earned runs. I can't even speak. 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run. This is every single start for Ryan Bergert. He's gone farther than most of the starters on our team recently. And I think we've gone like a week or so without a quality start on this team. That's so horrible. So, like, Bergert was our consistency. He was our consistently, usually like 75 to 80%, like, good, consistent, right? And now we have, who do we replace Ryan Bergert and Stephen Kolek with? Nestor Cortez, who's had like one good, really good game, one good enough game, and then a really bad game. And then JP Sears, who has either a really good game or a really bad game. So you took out, I mean, Kolek wasn't amazing or anything like that, right? But Kolek could pitch well in away situations. And right now we are playing horrible in away situations. So here's what, okay, I want to make this point first. I, in no shape, way, or form, hate Freddie Federmine. I think Freddie Federmine's a good player. You guys don't value his defense enough. And by you guys, I mean the haters, not all of you. You're not valuing his defense enough because his defense is amazing. His hitting could be a little better, but again, it's way better than what we've had before. But I'm not going to pretend like Ryan Bergert and Stephen Kolek weren't a massive overpay. Massive overpay. Why did AJ Preller think that those two players were worth the value that Federmine brings? Is insane to me. Again, I love Federmine. I think he's a dog. But also, I like Kolek. I liked Bergert. And they were young and controllable. So that sucks. Like, yeah, we had like starting pitching depth, but like, what's the point of having that if they're not good? You know what I mean? And then moving on, injuries and fatigue taking full effect. We've kind of already established that, but King has been injured. No guarantee what we're getting. Bogaerts gone for the rest of the year. Even Musgrove might not be back for the entire year. I saw a report about that. He's probably not going to be coming back for October. And honestly, I'm okay with that because I don't really want to have a rehab game in the middle of October. Tatis might go to the IL. No word yet. Merrill still injured, slumping though anyways. And even then, like, Federmine, hasn't been a full-time catcher in like his career, and now he's playing full-time, and I feel like he's a little exhausted. And I'll make a secondary point about that for Mike Shildt. Machado's played lots of games this year. He's looking tired. He's been carrying our offense the entire year, and now he's just been sucking. I mean, Tatis is probably tired. Everyone's tired. And, like, it's understandable. It sucks, but it's understandable. But injuries have really demoralized us. Fatigue has demoralized us. And, like, I feel like we're playing away so much recently that, like, hopefully, like, we can get the fans to, like, re-energize them. I don't know. Right? I don't know. I mean, on Wednesday when I go to the game, I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure I cheer hard enough that they, realize it. But also not the biggest thing, but one of the big things that have happened the entire year is the offense is just inconsistent. Absolutely inconsistent. So, I guess I'll show you that later. But let's look at team OPS with runners in scoring position. 27th. This is from the 30th. So, yes, yesterday or 2 days ago, but still holds true, right? 682 on-base percentage with runners in scoring position. Who's above us? The team that just beat us in the series. And who's also is above us? Where'd they go? Oh, God. I lost them. Orioles. There you go. 14. So, like, also, please apply. But, like, we're not good at hitting with runners in scoring position. We have never been good at hitting with runners in scoring position. And also, we've never been good at this stuff. We do not barrel the ball. We do not hit the ball hard. And we especially do not hit home runs. Our offense is 100% required, or not required, but what's the word I'm looking for? We have to have the next man up mentality to score, right? It's all about getting hits. We're not about home runs. We're not about destroying the ball. We're about getting multiple hits and scoring people. But how's that working for us? Team OPS with runners in scoring position, bottom of the league. So cool. great hitting philosophy we have. And I don't completely blame Victor Rodriguez, but I do at a point. But even then, like, people say fire him. Why would we fire our hitting coach in September? Like, who are we going to replace with him? What kind of philosophy could he instill within the next couple of weeks? And why would you want to change an entire team's philosophy with less than a month? Like, clearly we're ride or die with this kind of hitting philosophy, so let's at least try to make the best out of it for this year, see where we go with it, and then next year, if we have to, we can pivot. But we can't just pivot in September. Like, that makes no sense to me. Maybe you guys disagree with me, I don't know. But hitting has been inconsistent. And then, again, starter stuff. Our team starters, we were definitely higher on this list. I don't remember where, but I remember we were higher. And now we're basically mid. Like, we're literally mid. We're the middle. We're mid. Somehow the Dodgers are also here. I thought, well, no, their starters are all injured, so that's fine, whatever, right? But the Dodgers are winning games, and we're not right now. So, well, you know what I mean. They're not playing as amazing as we are. Or, you know what I mean. They're not playing great, but they're playing good enough. But, yeah, God, the offense is inconsistent. And I guess this also brings me to my next point. We're going to need Manny to get going at some point. Our offense, well, I can show you this. Oh, I didn't make the picture. But the picture said, our offense goes as Manny Machado goes. So when Manny Machado plays like crap, the rest of the team plays like crap. He's literally our captain. He needs to play good in order for this team to have the same kind of vibes to play good. Tatis too, right? Tatis is a big deal too, but Machado is the literal captain. Last 7 games, played horribly. 15 games, horribly. Last 30 games, horribly. Can't even get above 300 in OPS. Slugging below 300. Everything below 300. So, if you were curious, that sucks. Machado needs to step up. Again, I'm not saying he's a horrible player. He played good for the majority of the season. Beginning, no. The middle parts of it, yes, very good. Now, horrible. So, he needs to step up. Like, if he doesn't step up, this offense is going to keep looking the same, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think, but yeah. And then I'll show you the other stuff in a sec. But let's go back to here. Questionable managerial decisions. He is such a stubborn man, Mike Shildt I'm talking about. So let me go back to this point before I forget. Fermin's getting tired. Like, it's pretty apparent. Elias Diaz is having like his hottest stretch of his career, and we're not using him, right? Like the day before yesterday, right? Night game and then a day game. That's fine. I get why Fermin played. But today, I feel like Diaz could have been a good bat for us because we need slug. And what is he doing recently? Slugging. So I question it. I'm not saying that I love Diaz as a catcher, but I'm saying if y'all want hitting, he's hitting. You know what I mean? And the whole thing about Arraez batting second when he sucks at second, putting Tatis at number 1 when we kind of want more power. But again, I don't hate Tatis at number 1, but I hate that Arraez follows him and kind of derails his whole on-base performances, right? We hate his bullpen. We don't hate his bullpen usage, but we kind of hate the fact that we keep putting out these dookie players. But again, that's not entirely his fault because it goes back to offensive inconsistency and pitching inconsistencies. Because I heard this on the broadcast yesterday for you guys, for me today, that, oh God, I completely forgot what I was going to say. What was I going to say? Hold on, I'm going to think about it. Give me a second, we'll pause. Okay, I remembered. Padres have the best record in the league when they're down points. Like when they're behind in point. Like they're losing, right? Which is like a cool stat, right? Like we're comeback dogs. But the fact that we have to be so down so often just to win games is crazy. Like the starters haven't given up runs, which means the offense has to pick things up, but the offense isn't picking things up because they're inconsistent. So the starters giving up runs and the offense not playing great has led to us having to use these not so good bullpen arms because we can't get a lead. And if we do get a lead, like when we played the Orioles the other day and we scored like 12 runs, those runs weren't until like the 6th inning, right? Like, we need some consistent hitting throughout the game, not just the last lineup. We need consistent pitching, not just at the beginning of the game, but the end of the game. Like, we need, like, starters. I would love for you to go longer. You're playing horribly, but I would love it if you could try to go a little longer. I know we have a great bullpen, but Jason Adams just got lost, but I know we have a great bullpen, but I don't want to pitch him. I don't want to wear him out before the playoffs. Like, it might be a hot take, so sorry, but, like, this whole team just needs to pick each other up. Like, we can't just rely on one part of the team. The whole cog doesn't turn unless every single piece is turning. You know what I mean? But yeah, and then I think it starts with Mike Shildt too. And I think Mike Shildt is also part of the reason for the bottom, but there's no sense of urgency to move up in the standings. I think Mike Shildt needs to, like, get in there and be like, hey, y'all, I know we're going to make the playoffs. Like, the Padres have, like, a 99% chance of making the playoffs, I'm pretty sure. But there's so much more than just making the playoffs, right? There's battling for position. Home field advantage, for example. So I'll show you the standings right now. But currently, like I said, playoff percentage, 99.1%. We're going to make the playoffs, right? No matter how poorly we're playing, we're going to make the playoffs. Knock on wood. Hold on. Okay, knocked on wood. But the problem here is that we play horribly on the road, right? So if we don't win the division, we're not getting home field advantage. And if we don't at least pass the Cubs in the wild card, we're not getting home field advantage, right? And we play crappy in away right now. Like, we do. It's not like a statement, or it's not like a opinion. It's a statement. It's a fact, right? So the fact that there's no urgency, like, I don't want us to get comfortable. I don't want us to get comfortable and then go into October in the playoffs and just be like, let's just play some ball. No, fight. You know what I mean? Just fight. Get some positioning. Play at home in front of the fans. Because I swear to God, if we go to the playoffs, almost had a bad word. If we go to the playoffs and we get swept by the Cubs away at their house, I'm gonna be beyond pissed off. If Padre fans can't even sniff the Padres at Petco Park, I'm gonna be pissed off. You know what I mean? We need to keep fighting. We do. I don't care how. I don't care if it's small ball. I don't care if we have to beat up the other team on their hotel room the day before so they can't play anymore. I do actually care if we do that, but don't do that. But you know what I mean? Come on, like, get some little urgency in you. You know what I mean? Like, the season's not over. Yes, your spot's almost guaranteed in the playoffs, but, like, we're not done. You're not done. Start playing some better baseball. Like, come on. Like, put me in the gosh dang locker room. I swear to God, I'm keeping my voice down right now because I don't want to wake anybody up. But come on. Let me know how you guys feel. Do you guys think that I'm overreacting and you think we shouldn't doom so hard? Or do you think that things are looking down and we should be worried? How do you feel about playoff position? Do you think it matters? Or do you think all it matters is that we get to the playoffs and let things happen? Let me know, because I'm curious to see what you guys think. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Go Padres. Please subscribe. And I hope things get better. Tomorrow will be a good day. And like I said, please apply. But also, Wednesday I'll be at the game. So if I don't make a video, game recap on Wednesday, that's why. But thank you for watching. Goodbye.